When the Kidneys Cry in Silence, Part 1. Today, we talk about a very important topic which is ever-growing epidemic in this part of the country. That is, when the kidneys cry in silence. Good morning, everyone. Take a deep breath, let it out slowly, and think for a moment about the miracle that keeps you alive right now. Not your heart, though that's vital. Not your lungs, though they fill every cell with oxygen. I'm talking about two quiet bean-shaped guardians, resting in your lower back, your kidneys. They don't make noise, they don't demand attention. Yet every second, they filter your blood, remove toxins, and balance every drop of fluid in your body. And still, when they begin to fail, there is rarely a sound. That's why we say, when the kidneys cry, they cry in silence. Today, we'll travel together through a story, part science, part real life, and all about hope. This isn't a lecture. It's a conversation between your body and your awareness. By the end, you'll understand what kidneys do, how they quietly get damaged, and, most importantly, how you can protect them. The human story, Ranjit's journey. Meet Ranjit. 38 years old, works in a small firm in Imphal. He was energetic, always ready to help friends, loved football on weekends, long hours at the office, late night meals, endless tea and coffee to stay awake. He rarely drank plain water. One Monday morning, Ranjit noticed his shoes felt tight. By evening, his ankles looked puffy. Maybe too much salt, he thought. A few days later, he felt dizzy and nauseated, but kept working. Then, one afternoon, he collapsed at his desk. At the hospital, tests came back. Creatinine, 8.2 marrosemia DL. Diagnosis, chronic kidney failure. His mother asked the doctor, but he's so young, he doesn't even drink or smoke. The doctor sighed and said softly, that's exactly the problem. Kidney disease gives no warning until it's very late. Ranjit had never done a kidney function test in his life. Friends, Ranjit's story isn't rare anymore. Every family today seems to know someone suddenly told they need dialysis or a transplant. The purpose of this session is to make sure that doesn't happen in your home. Understanding the kidneys. Before we talk about disease, let's honor what these organs actually do. Each of us has two kidneys, each about the size of a closed fist. They sit just below your ribs, one on either side of the spine. Inside each kidney are almost 1 million tiny filters called nephrons. Imagine a city's water treatment plant. But inside your body, blood flows into the kidneys through the renal arteries. Inside, each nephron acts like a miniature factory. It first filters the blood through a cluster called the glomerulus. Then, the useful things, water, salts, glucose, are reabsorbed in winding tubes. Waste like urea, creatinine, and extra acids are sent out as urine. That's one cycle of filtration, and it happens every minute. In the 24 hours, your kidneys process about 180 liters of blood and produce about 1-2 liters of urine. Think about that. 180 liters. No machine in the world can quietly do that for decades the way your kidneys do. When everything runs smoothly, you feel energetic, clear-minded, and balanced. Your blood pressure stays normal, your bones stay strong, your red blood cells stay healthy. All because these two organs coordinate silently with your heart, lungs, liver, and brain. Now here's the interesting part. The kidneys also produce hormones, chemical messengers that tell your bone marrow to make red blood cells, and that help regulate vitamin D for calcium absorption. So when kidneys begin to fail, you don't just retain water, you also develop anemia, weak bones, and fatigue. That's why kidney disease isn't a problem of urine alone, it's a whole body problem. Why they deserve care. Your kidneys don't like extremes. They dislike dehydration, they dislike too much salt, too much protein, or too many toxins. But they respond beautifully to balance, clean water, moderate salt, rest, and regular movement. Imagine them like two loyal workers. If you overwork them every day and never let them rest, one day they simply stop showing up. And here's the most dangerous part. They don't send pain signals like your tooth or your stomach. By the time you feel symptoms, 70 to 80% of the damage is already done. So our aim is early awareness, understanding the silent signals before things reach that point. Transition to next section. In the next part, we'll uncover why kidney disease is rising so fast in our state, in our country, and especially among younger people, and how small, everyday choices lead to big consequences. Underscore. The hidden epidemic. Now that we understand what the kidneys do, let's ask a harder question. Why are so many people suddenly developing kidney disease? Just 2 decades ago, kidney failure was something doctors mostly saw in elderly patients, diabetics, or those with long-standing blood pressure issues. Today, even young people, office workers, students, athletes, are being diagnosed. In cities, in rural areas, in every income group, kidney disease is silently spreading. Experts call it an epidemic within an epidemic. Let's look at the numbers. Across India, it's estimated that 1 in every 10 adults has some degree of chronic kidney disease, many without knowing it. In states like Manipur, where lifestyle, diet, and healthcare access are changing rapidly, the rise has been even steeper. Now pause for a second. Think about your circle of friends or relatives. How many have high blood pressure? How many have diabetes? How many regularly take painkillers for back pain or headaches? Each of these is a risk factor, and most of them, unfortunately, are preventable. The kidney problem is not just medical, it's cultural. It's the way we eat, the way we rest, the way we deal with stress. It's the modern life that never pauses. You see, the kidneys love rhythm, day and night, hydration and rest. But modern life breaks that rhythm. We skip meals, then overeat. We stay awake at night under blue light. We take instant relief tablets instead of rest. We fast too long or feast too heavy. All of this confuses the kidney's natural balance. Now combine that with processed foods, artificial flavors, and drinks filled with caffeine and preservatives. You get a perfect storm for what doctors call silent nephron loss. Every bad habit doesn't destroy your kidney overnight. It kills a few nephrons every day. One day, the remaining filters are forced to overwork, and that's when symptoms begin. This epidemic is not about hospitals alone. It's about homes, about awareness. Because by the time a person reaches dialysis, the damage cannot be reversed. But if we catch it early, it can be slowed, even stopped. That's the good news. Most kidney disease is preventable. Causes and lifestyle factors. Now let's look at the causes, not just the medical ones, but also the everyday ones we don't think about. We'll divide them into 3 groups: medical causes, lifestyle causes, and hidden stressors. A. Medical causes. The most common causes of chronic kidney disease are 2 familiar conditions: diabetes and high blood pressure. In diabetes, high blood sugar slowly damages the delicate blood vessels in the kidney's filters. Sugar molecules attach to proteins, causing stiffness and scarring. Over time, those filters leak, and that's when we start seeing protein in urine. In high blood pressure, the reverse happens. The blood vessels inside the kidney get thick and narrow. The filters don't receive enough oxygen, and they start dying off. Together, these 2 conditions account for almost 2/3 of kidney failure cases in India. Then we have others. Recurrent urine infections, kidney stones that block flow, autoimmune diseases like lupus, polycystic kidney disease, which is inherited, and certain infections or toxins that damage the filtering tissue. Now let's move to the part that involves our choices. The kidneys are victims of modern living. Let's start with the simplest one: salt. Salt is essential, but only in moderation. When we take too much, blood pressure rises. When we take too little, the kidneys must work extra hard to reabsorb sodium, causing internal stress and oxidative strain. So, salt isn't evil, imbalance is. Ideal total salt intake: around 1 teaspoon a day from all sources. Dehydration. This is one of the most underrated causes of kidney stress. Many people go through the entire day drinking hardly a few glasses of water. Some drink only tea, coffee, or energy drinks, which are dehydrating. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes concentrated. The kidneys try to conserve water, urine becomes dark, and toxins accumulate. If repeated often, it sets the stage for stones and microvascular injury. Simple rule: if your urine is pale yellow, you're hydrated. If it's dark yellow or amber, drink water immediately. Painkillers and self-medication. One of the biggest silent killers of kidney function is the misuse of painkillers, especially non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Drugs like ibuprofen, diclofenac, and nimesulide. They block prostaglandins, which are chemicals that keep blood flowing to the kidneys. Without that flow, kidney tissue suffers. Taking them occasionally for headache or fever is fine, but taking them daily for body pain or arthritis without a doctor's advice can be deadly over time. Protein overload. Another modern trend: high protein diets. People believe more protein means more muscle, but excessive protein, especially from supplements, increases nitrogen waste in the blood, urea and creatinine. The kidneys then have to filter double the load. Add dehydration and it becomes a dangerous mix. Protein is important, yes, but balanced with hydration and natural sources, not just powders, processed and sugary foods. Soft drinks, packaged juices, and energy drinks are loaded with sugar, caffeine, and phosphates. These increase acidity, damage kidney microvessels, and can trigger high blood pressure. Even certain so-called health drinks are full of additives that force kidneys to detoxify extra chemicals. The simplest drink your kidneys love? Clean water. Sleep and stress. When you stay awake till 2 a.m., your kidneys don't get their repair time. Night time is when hormones reset and filtration slows to allow healing. Chronic sleep deprivation increases cortisol, damages small vessels, and raises blood pressure. Another hidden route to kidney injury. Stress, too, is a silent factor. When you're stressed, your body releases adrenaline, tightening blood vessels. Kidney blood flow reduces, and the balance of salt and water goes off track. So managing stress isn't just mental health, it's kidney health. Physical inactivity. When we don't move, our circulation slows. Less blood reaches the kidneys, metabolism drops, and toxins linger longer. 30 minutes of walking daily is not only for the heart, it keeps the kidneys active and oxygenated. C. Hidden stressors. Some things aren't obvious. For example, repeated exposure to contaminated water, some local herbal remedies that contain mercury or lead, unregulated supplements promising energy, male strength, or detox. Even excessive contrast dyes used in scans, if taken without kidney monitoring. The common thread? They all make your kidneys work harder than necessary. Summary of section. So let's summarize this part in simple words. Your kidneys don't fail suddenly. They burn out slowly under the constant pressure of excess salt, sugar, dehydration, stress, lack of rest, and toxic habits. It's not one bad day. It's hundreds of small choices. But the good news is, those choices can also be reversed. Because just as lifestyle can harm the kidneys, lifestyle can heal them too. Underscore. In our next part, we'll learn how to read kidney function tests the right way and understand what those numbers like urea, creatinine, and EGFR actually mean in real life. Underscore. Understanding kidney function tests. KFT. Now that we know how kidneys get stressed, let's learn to understand the most important tool for early detection, the kidney function test, or KFT. Many people see a lab report and panic when they see a slightly high number. But let's make this simple. Your KFT is like your car's dashboard. It gives you signals before the engine breaks down. Let's learn what those signals mean. The main parameters you'll see are 1. Blood, urea nitrogen, BUN, or simply urea 2. Creatinine, 3. EGFR, estimated glomerular filtration rate, 4. Sometimes uric acid, electrolytes, sodium, potassium, chloride, and calcium/phosphorus levels. Let's understand each one in plain words. Urea, the protein. Waste. Urea is a natural waste product formed when our body breaks down protein. From food, from our muscles, even from normal cell turnover. It's like the ash after burning wood, a sign your body's metabolism is working. The kidneys remove this urea through urine. Normal urea levels are roughly between 15 to 45 milligrams per deciliter. But remember, this varies. Now here's something important. Sometimes urea levels rise even when the kidneys are healthy. For example, when you're dehydrated, the blood becomes concentrated. When you're on a high protein diet or taking protein supplements, the body produces more urea. Even after heavy exercise or fasting, temporary elevation can happen. So, a high urea level doesn't always mean kidney failure. But when urea is high along with creatinine, that's when we need to take a closer look. Creatinine, the muscle marker. Creatinine is a breakdown product of a compound called creatine, stored in your muscles and used for energy. Since everyone's muscle mass is different, creatinine levels depend on body type. Normal range, roughly 0.6 to 1.2 milligrams per deciliter for most adults. Young, muscular individuals or gym goers who take creatine supplements may have slightly higher levels. That's not necessarily kidney disease. However, when creatinine continues to rise over time, it means the kidneys are unable to clear it effectively. Think of creatinine like a thermometer. It tells you how efficiently your kidneys are filtering. If it keeps rising, your filtration rate is slowing down. EGFR, the true indicator. The EGFR, or estimated glomerular filtration rate, is perhaps the most useful single number in your report. It's calculated based on your creatinine, age, gender, and sometimes race. It estimates how much blood your kidneys filter every minute, measured in milliliters per minute. Milliliters per minute. Here's how to interpret it. EGFR, milliliters per minute, meaning 90. Normal kidney function, 60 to 89. Mild decrease, 30 to 59. Moderate kidney disease, 15 to 29. Severe disease, 15 kidney failure, stage 5. A single low EGFR doesn't always mean permanent damage. Dehydration, fever, or recent illness can cause temporary dips. What matters is trend over time. If it stays low for 3 months or more, that's chronic kidney disease. Electrolytes, the body's electric balance. The kidneys also control your electrolytes, the charged minerals that keep nerves and muscles working properly. Sodium controls water balance. Potassium keeps your heartbeat stable. Chloride maintains pH. Calcium and phosphorus build bones and control hormones. When kidneys start to fail, potassium often rises, which can cause dangerous heart rhythm problems. That's why blood tests and ECGs are essential when kidney numbers worsen. Urine tests, the other half of the story. Besides blood, urine tells us a lot. A simple urine routine and microscopy can detect protein, albumin, sugar, glucose, red blood cells or pus cells, specific gravity and pH. If you see protein in urine, albuminuria, it means your kidney filters are leaking. That's often the first sign of diabetic kidney disease. For early detection, there's a simple test called urine albumin to creatinine ratio, ACR. A small sample can tell if your kidneys are under stress even before blood creatinine rises. Pause 2 seconds. So, remember, one report alone doesn't define your health. Trends matter more than a single snapshot. Putting it all together, let's take an example. Case 1. A young man's report shows urea equals 52 milligrams per deciliter. Creatinine equals 1.1 milligrams per deciliter. He's been exercising hard and taking protein shakes. In this case, it's most likely dehydration and high protein intake, not kidney disease. Case 2. A middle-aged woman's urea equals 70 milligrams per deciliter. Creatinine equals 2.1 milligrams per deciliter. eGFR equals 42 milliliters per minute. She has diabetes for 10 years and mild swelling in her feet. This needs further evaluation. Early CKD. So, the message is simple. Don't panic, but don't ignore either. Always review results with a qualified doctor, because the earlier you catch kidney stress, the easier it is to protect them. Now, how can we know early before the test shows changes? Our body gives whispers. That brings us to the next chapter. Early warning signs. Most people believe kidney disease has no symptoms. That's half true. In the beginning, yes, it's silent. But if you know what to look for, the body gives early hints. Let's decode them one by one. First, swelling, edema. Swelling around the ankles, feet, or under the eyes, especially in the morning, is one of the earliest signs. When the kidneys can't remove extra salt and water, fluid collects in tissues. This swelling feels soft and leaves a pit when you press it gently. If it happens daily without reason, it's worth a checkup. Second, fatigue and weakness. Tired all the time, even after good sleep? That's often because the kidneys produce less erythropoietin, a hormone that signals your body to make red blood cells. Low red cells mean less oxygen. You feel weak, dizzy, or short of breath. Many people mistake this for aging or overwork, but it could be a kidney signal. Third, shortness of breath. When fluid builds up in the lungs or anemia sets in, you may feel breathless during routine activities. If this happens along with swelling or reduced urine, don't ignore it. Fourth, loss of appetite. Metallic taste. Waste accumulation in the blood, called uremia, can make food taste metallic or bitter. You might lose your appetite or feel nausea after meals. Sometimes there's a constant mild bad taste in the mouth. Fifth, changes in urine. Urine tells a story long before tests do. Watch for foamy or frothy urine, indicates protein leakage. Very dark or tea-colored urine could suggest blood or dehydration. Decrease in urine quantity or frequency. Waking up multiple times at night to pass urine. Pain or burning, which might mean infection. Any persistent change is a red flag. Sixth, puffiness of the face, particularly around the eyes after waking up. Common in early kidney inflammation, especially in younger people. 7. Poor concentration or sleep. Uremic toxins affect the brain, causing restlessness, insomnia, or brain fog. If sleep problems come with swelling or changes in urine, check your kidneys. 8th, itching and dry skin. When waste builds up, it irritates nerves in the skin. Persistent itching without rash, especially on the back or arms, can indicate toxin buildup. 9th, high blood pressure. Sometimes, high blood pressure causes kidney disease, and sometimes, kidney disease causes high blood pressure. They feed each other in a vicious cycle. So, if your BP is difficult to control or rising unexpectedly, check your kidney function. 10. Weight gain or sudden fluid retention. A quick weight gain of 2 to 3 kilograms in a week could mean fluid accumulation. It's not fat, it's water your kidneys are unable to remove. None of these signs are unique to kidney disease. They can happen in other illnesses too. But when several appear together, it's your body's way of whispering, please check my filters. The earlier you listen, the easier the solution. Music softens to a reassuring tone. Now that you know how to read the tests and recognize early warning signs, in the next section, we'll focus on what really matters, how to protect and strengthen your kidneys naturally. We'll explore daily routines, hydration, food, sunlight, sleep, and simple steps that can prevent a lifetime of suffering. Part 7. Prevention and daily habits. Now that we've understood what damages the kidneys, let's talk about the most important part, how to protect them. Prevention is not a one-time effort, it's a rhythm, a way of living that keeps your filters clean and your life light. I'm going to share 10 golden habits for kidney health. Simple, practical steps that anyone can follow. 1. Stay properly hydrated. Your kidney's favorite medicine is clean water. On average, 2 to 2.5 liters a day for most adults, more in hot climates, a little less if you have heart disease or late-stage kidney problems. But here's the key, don't gulp a liter at once. Drink small amounts throughout the day. Water helps flush out toxins, prevents stones, and keeps the urine dilute. Plain, room temperature water is best. Infused water with cucumber, mint, or lemon can add flavor and gentle alkalinity. Avoid sugary drinks, sodas, and artificial juices. They force kidneys to deal with chemical overload. Cue visual, glass of water beside cucumber and ash gourd slices. The show combo 2. Eat fresh and natural. Every bite you take is either medicine or stress for your kidneys. Focus on fresh vegetables and seasonal fruits, especially hydrating ones like cucumber, ash gourd, bottle gourd, papaya, and melons, in moderation. If you have healthy kidneys, these foods support detox and hydration. If you already have kidney disease, your doctor or dietitian will adjust the potassium and protein accordingly. Minimize processed food. No packet soups, instant noodles, or excessive pickles. The hidden salt and preservatives in them are kidney enemies. Third, balance your salt. As we discussed earlier, both too much and too little salt can harm. Excess salt raises blood pressure and damages filters. Too little salt, especially during heavy sweating, makes kidneys strain to reabsorb sodium. Stick to about 1 teaspoon, 5 grams of salt per day from all sources. Taste your food before adding extra. And remember, sauces, chips, and fast food already contain salt. We will continue in part 2 of When the Kidneys Cry in Silence. Let us see again.